Does he seem upset?
Sally, you survived. But he's not happy about it. He was grumpy. He was grumpy.
Give me an ear twiddle right away.
Did he?
Yeah.
This guy had a big day yesterday.
I don't even know if he knows what happened.
Oh, he doesn't seem to because he's being very friendly, and he was not friendly yesterday. He was mad yesterday. Those of you who are new to the channel, back about a year ago now,
Yep.
almost an
This
entire year, we decided to bring camels onto the homestead. Hey, Mr. Twiddles. We have our youngest child has a lot of food allergies.
We have visitors. Hi. Come to see the patient? Wow. Oh, you see Piggy? Camel.
And after doing a lot of research, we learned that camel milk was something that our baby probably could have. And so we decided to start milking camels.
Camel.
What's a camel say? Is that a goat? What is that?
What happened to him?
Finally laying down.
What do you think?
Look. I found this on the floor. He laying down. Okay.
And like all animals, a female camel only lactates when she has young. And so,
unlike other animals, mammals, cows, goats, she needs to have her baby with her to induce her letdown so you can actually get the milk out of her. So Millie, our camel cow, came with Solomon, her adopted camel baby. He's adopted because Millie lost her baby, but Solomon was grafted onto her. So he needed a mom, she needed a baby. They made a perfect pair.
however, because of the fact that he was adopted, he still could technically breed with her if we were to decide to breed him and Millie when he was sexually mature. He is quite immature right now.
That was the plan, was to use Solomon to breed Millie when she came back and needed bread again. But because she lost the calf she had, we needed to breed her much sooner than we anticipated. Solomon was not ready.
Oh no.
And it may turn out that because she's a mother to him, he may not ever want to breed her, or she may not let him. So we came to the point where we can take Millie to get her bread at a couple hours away at Camel Farm. That means we don't need Solomon to be an intact camel bull. Camels, when you feed them, our camel mentors cautioned us that when we feed the camels, to make sure we can do it in a safe way. Camels are very large. You don't want to be getting pushed around, kind of fighting to get in with them to give them their food. So we learned to feed them in a safe way, but Solomon is definitely getting a hormonal attitude where I didn't care to be in with him. Especially the two of them. Millie's kicked him off from being baby, so she's chasing him and he kind of freaks out and runs away. So the two of them together were not safe to be around. And also he was just getting to the point where, yeah, he had a bit of an attitude. That meant we had to make the decision, do we keep him a bull or do we castrate him and just make him a nice, calm camel? They do say that a camel bull either needs to have cows to breed or he will be depressed and frustrated.
I'd say that's not unlike most male species. It was very interesting to see when Millie left our farm, she was not bred. Solomon actually was picking up on that, and there was a few days where he was attempting to breed with her, but she wasn't ready, nor was she letting him. But that being said, she was still friendly. He was her baby still. When she came back, the attitude had changed completely. Now she has another baby growing. He was just another male, and she was really being hard on him. And yeah, so it was just a constant stressful element going in with Solomon. He was getting a little bit teenager-y with his attitude. He's afraid of Millie. And as new cameleers, as new camel owners, we're starting to really feel like this situation was getting, you know, out of our hands as newbies. It was getting to be more than what we could handle. And so we had to make a decision. Are we going to actually let him be a bull? Or are we going to castrate him? Obviously, castrating takes out all that testosterone, calms the animal down, and if he's not going to be a breeder for us, if we're not intending to have him breed our Millie, there really was no reason to leave him intact and have that extra danger on the homestead for us.
We decided ultimately that it was time for Solomon to no longer be a camel bull.
We only have one cow, so his opportunities for...
Their gestation is 13 to 15 months.
Yeah, he would just be angry a lot of the time.
Yeah, we don't have fencing. It's the same reason we don't have a bull cow.
Yeah.
A cattle bull. Our fencing's not set up for it. I have young children. I just don't want to take the risk of having... There's always a risk with animals. This is what we were saying the other day. With a cat, there's a risk, and a dog. With mini Jersey cows, there's a risk, but it's a risk we're prepared to handle. But a camel bull, it's a risk we are not willing to take. We do not feel qualified at this time to have a camel bull, so we no longer do.
He does seem super
He's pretty mellow.
mellow today.
So if Millie's not in with him, I'm kind of sleeping it off. You know. Nice.
It is nice.
This is how it is for them.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Presto changeo.
Hey presto. I mean, that kind of is what happens.
She's got all this straw kicked up everywhere, my goodness.
We're very fortunate our local vet was adventurous enough to agree to doing his first camel castration.
Yeah, we talked about this before. Especially during Corona, it was very hard to find a vet who was willing to come out and treat the camels. They aren't used to working with camels. It's not very popular livestock in our area. Especially during Corona, we just didn't get a call back from some vets. They were like, not gonna handle it. But when the vet was out to help us with the cows, drawing blood and running those tests to find out why they weren't getting pregnant, I talked to him and showed him the camels a little bit and said, hey, you know, we're looking to find someone to castrate him. Showed him my book I have of camels in the field and medicine. And he said, yeah, you know, I'll consider it. I said, okay, I'll have our camel vet in Australia email you the info because he's concerned about medication. So making sure they're getting the proper dosage, that it's not too much for them, that he's not killing them when he's trying to put him under to do the castration.
If any of you are looking for a camel that we happily share with you who we use, we'll have a link to our Australian vet
yes,
below,
as well.
because she's been really great about helping us just
give our vet the knowledge they need. So
yeah.
Dosage, our vet was so impressed that the dosage she gave him, she said he'll be up in 20 to 25 minutes or so. Right on the dot, he was up.
Yeah, it was like...
She really knows her camels.
It started off first shot just to get Solomon relaxed.
And he was probably the biggest baby about that.
Yeah, because I had to hold his head steady while
Poor thing.
our vet put a needle into his jugular there, or some vein or something. And yeah, that he didn't like. But once he got that, he started getting really relaxed and just kind of
like
goofy.
loopy.
Then we gave him another, well, the vet gave him another shot to just, at that point, totally knock him out. He slowly got down on the ground, and kind of got real dreary. And then eventually we rolled him on his side.
Yep, pulled his leg up so he couldn't like wake up and kick it all.
That was something I wish I had actually seen how to do. It happened so fast.
Tie that leg.
The vet used a calf halter around his leg and
Pulled
then
it tight.
wrapped it around his upper body and gave it a good twist. And I held that, and so basically if he were to wake up and start kicking, he wouldn't be able to kick our vet in the head.
It's from what I gathered, it's kind of similar to how they do it for horses.
Yeah. And then at that point, it was actually a really fast
Very fast.
process.
Within probably 20 minutes, it was done.
Yeah, he
maybe
had
15 minutes.
He had a real sharp scalpel. He cut open the scrotum, real small slit, squeezed out one, cut, right?
Yeah, cut it. What did he call that stitch? Put it ligature, I think.
Ligature,
Put a stitch in
yeah.
it.
That was something our Australian camel vet suggested, is make sure you do a ligature to stop the bleeding. Like that.
Well, it cut open his scrotum.
Yeah, I would like that, I guess. We didn't get a whole lot of video from the actual castration because it was all hands on deck.
Well, he was holding the camel. I was holding the tool to keep
The crushers.
the crushers so the vet could syringe it, which is super cool. Like, I enjoy doing that kind of thing and seeing the vet work. You put in that ligature and then we were done.
Yeah.
It's really fast.
I think all in all, after getting the initial process started, after that first shot set in, what was it, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, it was fast. And it was something it was a terrible day out. Rain.
Oh, yeah.
They were calling it impossible to travel on the roads because of ice. So I was thinking, we'll cancel this. And on one hand, I wanted to cancel it because I was anxious about it. I didn't know how he would react, what we would do. The vet would just say, forget it. I don't want to work with camels. But on the other hand, I did just want to get it done. So the vet made it out on some slick roads, but he did it. And he was in and out.
And by probably a half hour, Solomon was back up.
And the price was very reasonable.
Oh, yeah.
Think about what it costs to get a dog.
A dog
neutered.
spayed around here is what, $200?
It was around that price.
And it was about $200 to
including
get
the farm call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, very reasonable. Our vet was fantastic. So if you are looking in the Western PA area, they're not going to travel super far, but if you got a camel in Western PA and you need something done, we now have a vet
he
to
might
recommend.
do it. He's gonna.
You can email us and
Yeah.
we'll give you his contact. Our Australian vet will have a link below because she does have a website that you can reach her through.
Yeah, and she does online consultations, and she'll write things out for your vet to email to your vet to explain to them how to do things, which is what gave our vet the confidence to say, like, okay, I can do
Yeah.
this. Oh, it's just like kind of with a horse. Now I have the medicine dosages. I feel confident to do this.
And I mean, it might take, like, Kay had to warm him up a little bit, warm our vet into the idea of
Had
doing
to get
this.
him out here for the cows first.
That was a great little, like, 1, 2, 3 walk him into it. So your vet at first might be like, but
Yeah, we had another vet we were working with, and they, like, the secretary totally got all the information. And I don't know if she thought it was a cow whose name was Camel, but like they were like, well, just do this on your cow. I was like, but I don't know how to do that on a camel. Well, it's just do this on your cow. And I was like, you don't understand, it's a camel. And then they called, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize it was actually a camel.
Yeah, he thought his name was Camel.
But yeah, it's a different kind of thing we're dealing with. I told the vet, I said, there's crazies everywhere, and we're here.
Yeah, it's funny.
So we haven't done the chicken update in a little while, and the chickens are doing good. So, and we're getting about 4 eggs every morning, and it's midwinter time. It's coming out of it, and we got dozens of eggs inside, and we've been getting 4 eggs a day. So yeah, the chickens have been doing good. I have this light up here, up there, that works sometimes, and like encourage them to lay more eggs in the winter time. And so yeah, so that's our chicken That's the chicken update for all the chickens. The guineas have been doing well with the chickens, as you can see. So the guineas are also coming along good. They are learning to come inside more. Mommy leads them in with feed. Or like this morning, they just came in by themselves for breakfast. So everybody's doing good.
So the question on everybody's mind then, of course, is when's Butcher Day? It's obviously a meat camel now. Don't unsubscribe. Wait, no, stop. Don't hit that button.
We're not going to eat him. That was a joke. But why keep him, right? If we're not going to use him for breeding, what is the point of having a camel around?
Is there any purpose? Obviously, there's expense associated with any animal, especially a exotic, different animal that requires some different knowledge and stuff for. We still think Solomon's got some value here. For one, he's a celebrity on YouTube.
His humiliating experience for all to see.
Poor
Slice
guy.
his testicles out.
It's enough to lose your manhood, but to have to do it on YouTube is a whole nother thing.
We have hopes and dreams to train Solly to be a riding camel.
Kay has already taught him to cush, and he learned that really quickly and really easily.
Yeah, now I got to teach him to lead, because anytime we try to lead him, he just wants
not
to
great
cush,
to
which
lead.
is to lay down. Camels are very good at laying down, and he's an expert at it now. So when I want him to go forward, now he just lays down.
Also, like any prey pack animal,
Yeah,
herd animal, like cows, you don't want to just have one cow. I think Millie would be okay being alone. She's kind of got that ladybug, like diva thing going on, where she's like, whatever, she's good. But I think she likes having another camel.
Yeah.
Even if she does smack him around,
It's
like I
good
said,
for him.
she's a bit of a diva. We were doing an interview with our camel vet a while back. You can listen to it on the channel, and they talked about how a prey animal that is alone is in danger. That's, if you ever watched Nat Geo, right? Before it was like the real lives of, what are those shows called? Real Lives of Jersey Housewives?
Here he comes.
The true,
It's coming. The joke's coming.
the real lives of Savannah Wives. Is that how that goes? Anyway, back when Nat Geo actually showed like wildlife.
We have no idea because we don't get Nat Geo. So who knows what it's like now?
I've seen the commercials. Anyway,
We have not seen any commercials.
that joke was just totally lost.
Yeah, you can edit it though.
I can edit it. It'll be funny to edit
Cut,
the
cut,
bad
cut.
joke. The point is, if you've ever seen, predators separate prey from the herd, a prey animal becomes anxious or stressed the minute it's alone because now it's in danger. It doesn't know that it's not in danger. It's in a farm in Western PA. There's no lions that are going to attack it. So for Millie to be alone for the next year until her baby is born would cause her some stress. And so Solomon is her buddy. They'll be
We hope
together,
so.
at least over the fence, just to
Yeah.
have another visible camel here. He likes her presence, she likes his, more or less. And yeah, if we can train him to do some cool stuff, just keep him around as a nice personality. They aren't huge consumers.
No, that's what I was going to say. There's not a lot of expense with the feeding of them. They're very easy. They're a survival animal, so
Yeah.
neither one of them eat very much. So it's not too much as far as that cost.
And-
And I mean, he eats less than a horse. So if we want an
Oh,
animal
yeah.
to ride, and we have Solomon here, he's the animal we're going to ride. Galloping majestically across
Oh,
the
it'd be
fields
so
of Western
cool.
PA.
Yeah, so cool. So,
That's our goal.
for now, Solly's sticking around. Even though he's no longer a breeder, we still think he's worth keeping around, so.
And we hope he loses the attitude.
Oh, he already seems like, this morning, maybe he's still a
Gonna
little drugged up.
anesthetize him every day.
He's just like, hey guys. He was so grumpy yesterday. He's in such a better mood.
He was grumpy.
I'd be grumpy too.
All bark, no bite, Sally.
Any of you, huh?
Dragging me into this.
It's a free course. It's free. any of you who want to start homesteading and just don't know how to start, how to get rolling,
Like, do you have to start with camels?
Yeah, the answer is yes. We have a free course if you click right there. It's totally free. You just sign up to our email list by clicking there and I'll send you an invitation to take that course. It's a video course that'll explain step by step how to get rolling homesteading. For a little while the invitation was down on the website, so if you didn't get it and you're in the email list, let me know, I can resend it to you. Sorry about that. So click that link and check out our free Start Homesteading Today course.